Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Gwadar, the new smart port city of Pakistan. Behind me you can see the diagram of China's route out of Pakistan. There's three specific sea routes here. We've got the Middle Eastern sea route, we've got the European sea route, and the African sea route. What we're going to do today is explain and show Gwadar to you and what is being built over here. What I want to show you right now is the new master plan for Special Economic Zone of Gwadar. Let's go over there. This 3D model that you see over here is a model of Gwadar's official Special Economic Zone master plan. Right over here we have the lighthouse, which is already built. This area over here is the hammerhead, the famous hammerhead of Gwadar. Below that we have LPG terminals, which is subsided by a urea storage terminal. Then we have a DAP storage terminal, and we have 3 yards here for raw materials, 6 yards over here for shipping containers. Then right over here we have the business center. This is the actual business center that we're stood in right now. Then behind that we have factories, and then we come over here and we have the jetties fishing industry. So this is a section for the fishing industry. All the way from the port area, phase 1, which I've just explained to you, down to here. It's a 4-kilometer road. That 4-kilometer road is referred to as East Bay Expressway. This is man-made, and a bit of sea area was captured to build that. Right after that, we step into phase 2 of Gwadar. Phase 2 of Gwadar was inaugurated by Imran Khan just recently. Phase 2 is divided into 3 separate phases, right? Phase 1 is the light industry phase, phase 2 is the medium industry phase, and then phase 3 is the heavy industry. Now, if we come back over to phase 1 of this area, we have factories and offices being built at the back, hotel and resorts built at the front. The beach that you see at the front here is referred to as Golden Beach in Gwadar. That is where there will be all the hotel and resorts of Gwadar. Then we've got Pakistan's first 7-star hotel being built at the front, with again offices and factories being built at the back. Then we come over to the heavy industry. At the back of the heavy industries we have factories and offices, and at the front we have hotels and resorts. When we come over here, one of the most talked about things of Gwadar has been the oil refinery, which you can see over here in this area, in the heavy industry area. On the right hand side we have the crude oil storage, and then further to the left of the oil refinery we have the 300 megawatt power plant, which is due for completion in 2024. Now, one thing you must have noticed here is this blue line that's running across. This blue line is the infamous high-speed rail link that is being talked about. It connects one side of the port to the other, so the crude oil can be transported there and refined. The train link actually at this point over here breaks and goes off into 2 ways. So one way is straight into the oil refinery, the second way runs all the way through Pakistan up to China. Now what we're going to do is, we're going to take you, not only just show you this model, but take you to each individual area. We're going to start from the port, and we're going to take you all the way down East Bay Expressway and show you up to where this project is complete, which is about this point here. Let's go. I'm currently stood at Gwadar Smart Port. This is Pakistan's first smart port. As you saw previously in the map, this is that area. Further down to my right is where the additional berths are going to be installed and the LPG terminal is. Down here you've got the container yard. Over here we have equipment for the new international airport that is being built, Pakistan's largest. And further down from that we have the urea storage terminals as well. Let's go inside and take a further look. We are now at the raw material storage area of the Gwadar Smart Port. What you can see behind me is raw materials that have been imported in to build the new international Gwadar airport. Further behind me there you see containers. These containers are being exported across the world. Goods are being manufactured in Gwadar, outside of Gwadar, brought to this port and then sent out from here. further back to that, you can see that white building over there. That is the LPG terminal. Now, if we look over just here to my left, where these beautiful mountains are, what you'll see is a number of trucks parked. These trucks have urea in them, and it is being exported to landlocked countries such as Afghanistan. This is part of the Afghan Transit Trade Agreement. What we can see here today is that Gwadar port is live, active, and is real. Welcome to one of the largest greenhouses in Pakistan. A big focus from China has been on the ecological development of Gwadar. What that means is understanding the soil of Gwadar, learning how we can grow plants over here, all sorts of edibles, fruits, vegetables, as you can see. Now, this also benefits the social economic development of Gwadar. What's going to happen over here is once the research is completed and there's understanding of the plants and the soil is completed, the local people will be invited over here and they will be trained and taught what the new learnings and findings are of this soil and how they can grow so they can have a better and brighter future. So we are here at another one of the parks that has been established by China. These are banana trees that have been naturally grown. A brand new lab has been set up over here just over the past few weeks. Let's go and take a look inside the lab. This is the new lab that has been set up. It has only just been here for a couple of weeks. This is where the soil is being studied. Now, if we come over here, what we can see is if we go all the way around this way, we can't go past this area, but here the air cleaners, once the people have been cleaned, then you can enter the lab. There is a viewing area which we're going to show you around. Behind all these doors, there's different sorts of grains and seeds that have been brought in from China and Pakistan. Over here you can see, this is the entire lab. So once the seeds are planted, it's brought in here, put under this machine under lighting for the initial birth and growth of the plant. Once that is complete, the plant is transferred from here over to the UV labs. Once a plant is grown in the previous labs, you see they come and stored over here under the UV lighting. This state-of-the-art facility was built in just under 3 weeks, and now as we see it's still under construction but ready to be launched. Right over here you can see this is another area of greenhouse where experiments are being carried out. There's fruit and vegetables and aloe vera that is being grown here for the local population. Where we're going to take you now is into the urea and DAP warehouses. Let's take a look inside. We are now in the urea and DAP warehouse. So all the materials that we saw yesterday at the port, the DAP and urea, is being brought over here, is being packaged over here, and once it is packaged, loaded on the truck, and it is sent out to the rest of the world for export. Within this free zone phase 1, we have got access to a number of companies, but however, in total, there is 48 companies that are established here and are operational here. We're here outside Gwadar Garment Factory. Local women have been empowered and given jobs over here to manufacture goods that are being manufactured in this factory over here, going from here over to the port and exported to the rest of the world. Let's take a walk over to Gwadar's first desalination plant. We're at Gwadar desalination plant right now. This is a desalination plant that was recently established in phase 1. It's producing over 1 million gallons of clean water per day for the city. Just like this, there's 3 other major desalination projects that are already underway in phase 2. Now we're at the final area of phase 1, the East Bay Expressway. This is a mega $168 million project. East Bay Expressway is the main artery of Gwadar Port, through which the entire traffic of the port will flow. The objective behind building such an amazing road and an amazing expressway is to provide prime connectivity of the port and its free zone with the network of national highways for smooth logistical transport of the import, export and any goods that are being transported. We're now in Gwadar Free Zone Phase 2. Today's the day of a Sunday, yet construction is fully active. Let's go inside and take a look at what's happening. As you can see, we're here at the Gwadar Technical Vocational Institute. Behind me here you can see all the companies that were involved in building this. The project started on the 1st of January 2020 and completed on 20th September 2021. Let's go inside and take a look. When you're in a city where the population is already adult, there's certain skills that need to be taught to them in order to help them develop further. When you have a child, they go to school and they learn a lot of things through that process. But over here, there's technical skills that need to be taught. And what we're going to show you today is inside the Vocational Institute, which opens in February of 2022, that what is being taught over here from the various different rooms and infrastructure that China has brought in here. Over here you can see we've got a classroom. It seats 40 students and there'll be various classes from English to Mandarin to all sorts of educational classes being held here for local people from Gwadar. Over here you can see various different types of equipment. Now this is a car's gearbox. So someone would typically come here and learn how to repair and service a car gearbox, a skill that wasn't able to be taught in Gwadar before. If you come over here, you've got a car's worm gear steering equipment. Again, teaching skills that are not available. Further down, they've got different sorts of equipments over here. They have got power plant equipment. With the new power plant being built in Gwadar, they want to train local people how to be able to operate and run this equipment. If you come further down here, you have got electronics training that you've got here. This is circuit board training. And then also further down there, they've got a full functioning power plant operational equipment, which people will be trained on, just over here. All of this equipment here is going to train the future of Gwadar. People here were not able to gain these technical skills. Now, with China aid and this entire massive mega project of Gwadar Vocational Institute, these new skills will be learned. There's more skills that people can learn, and we're going to show you that further ahead. Over here, you're going to see one of the most required skills in this day and age is mobility, right? You have got state-of-the-art equipment to teach people how to drive properly and safely. If you come further down here, you'll see they've got equipment that will teach people how to safely operate a forklift. And then further down here, you've got equipment that is going to teach people how to operate a crane. These are all machinery, state-of-the-art, the sort of machinery that we find in England and America, where people learn how to operate this equipment. This is now being brought to Gwadar. Over here we have the IT room. This is the area where they will be teaching local people basic computing skills. Things like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, administrative skills, so they can take on new roles and new opportunities.